there is a grouse among the current cricketers that critics, analysts, media oftentimes criticize them unfairly. And I'll give you a specific example. A lot of people over the last few weeks have said, this is not the best England side. In fact, some have said, this is the poorest England side, etc., etc. Now, to their defense, there was an Alistair Cook, best ever England team. Joe Root, best ever England team. Ben Stokes, no Ben Stokes in 14 or 11. Joss Butler, no Joss Butler in 14 or 11. And that bowling lineup, Anderson, Cook, Anderson, Broad, Curran, were very good. So are we trying to, because this team was competitive. 2011, we were losing in 2.5 days. 2014, we were losing in 2.5 days. So the fact that, are we being a little too harsh on Virat and his team? Or is our expectation too much from this team? Or are you fair in saying, oh no, this is a big opportunity lost?
I definitely feel very strongly that we have missed the opportunity to win the test series there. We were there in the game in Birmingham when we needed about 70 odd runs and Virat was still on the crease. And after Virat got out, those 70 actually felt like 140. And apart from that, losing that game obviously hit really badly to the Indian team. And of course, the next game we were outplayed in Lords. We lost the toss, and of course the conditions were really, really good for swing bowling. And Jimmy Anderson took the advantage at the best. And from there onwards, I think we did get the opportunities, and we didn't play the right sort of combinations. We left Pujara out in the first game, which was a disaster in my own views. And we didn't play Kuldeep Yadav, who was probably, the best spinner in England, bowling in those conditions, had already taken a lot of wickets and playing with a lot of England batsmen's mind, what is he done and how will he be with the red ball and etc. And leaving him out in Birmingham was a mistake, and so was Pujara. And then trying to, rectify that mistake in Lords, where the first day was full day of rain, and the second day, that, you might game a game for 40 overs or 50 overs. So on those conditions, you play Kuldeep Yadav. Just to rectify one mistake there, you make another mistake in Lords. And but we did get our chances, but to be honest, in nutshell, I would say we didn't play as well as we should have. Our batting was all about Virat Kohli. It was more of a, I would say, Virat Kohli versus England bowling. So if Virat Kohli gets out, everyone else gets out. So that was probably one thing which we could have done better. Had we batted better in England, we could have given ourselves better chance to win. It was a close series if we see the contest. But in the end, results show 4-1, that's a big margin. Somewhere we need to get really serious about it. It's not a joke. 4-1, it's a big number. Whether this was competitive or not, that's different. But 4-1 is a big margin. And we need more people like Virat Kohli, show the courage in the middle and score runs, in difficult conditions and situations. And he prepare himself to be the leader, not just like that. And he shows that on the field whenever he walk onto the field by scoring runs and showing this is how it's done. So in the end, I would say that England played better cricket than us, and they deserve to get that score what they got.
So Harbhajan, is he right in saying that our team, the current team, doesn't play conventional spin bowling well?
Well, I agree with Murli sir, what he's saying here. The quality of batsmanship has definitely gone down. And that has a lot to do with, what we were talking about earlier, that how well we play at home. We finishing test cricket in 3 days' time in home conditions, playing on spinning track. And, last 4 years, if you see, none of the Indian batsmen actually have scored more runs than Pujara. And he's the only one who plays good on those spinning tracks. And when he gets out, it's about, any bowler who bowls just roll his arm and put it on the right spot, he'll get wickets. You have seen how many England spinner or South African spinners, they have come to India in recent past and they have taken wickets because it's not to do with the quality they have. It's a lot to do with the wickets we produce there. So, you know, of course, it's affecting our game as well. Our batters are also not learning to play the spin bowling, and I would agree with him, you know, the quality of batsmanship has gone down. No defense nowadays. It's only about hitting. So people who play two balls, you know, if I'm a spinner, I'm bowling to someone, and if I have a rough out there, all I need to do is just put my fielders in right position and just bowl there. 6 balls. And 2 balls he'll defend, and third ball he'll do something.
But why aren't our bowlers being able to do that?
Well, you should ask them.